Ever wondered how the economies under Trump and Biden stack up? How do the economic policies of these two administrations compare and contrast? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today, and we promise, it's going to be non-biased and lighthearted. We'll be looking at everything from budget proposals and growth projections to workforce development and investment strategies. We'll also dive into why voters might favor one economy over the other. So, buckle up as we delve into an enlightening journey comparing Trump's and Biden's economies. You might just be surprised at what we find. Starting with Trump's economy, let's explore the highs and lows during his tenure. Trump's presidency was marked by significant economic indicators. One of the shining stars was job creation. The economy added millions of jobs and unemployment rates hit record lows. This period saw job growth across various sectors, creating a vibrant labor market that boosted consumer confidence. Another high point was the robust GDP growth. The economy expanded at a steady pace, fueled by consumer spending, business investments, and government spending. This growth was further buoyed by the stock market's performance, which was on a roller coaster ride for most of Trump's term, reaching record highs and reflecting a prosperous business environment. Not to forget, the significant tax cuts enacted during Trump's administration. These cuts were aimed at spurring economic growth by reducing corporate tax rates and providing tax relief for middle-income families. They were a cornerstone of Trump's economic policy and played a crucial role in shaping the economic landscape. However, every coin has two sides. Trump's presidency also saw challenges. The trade wars initiated during his tenure created economic uncertainty and strained relations with trading partners. These trade disputes had ripple effects on the global economy and posed challenges for domestic industries, such as manufacturing and agriculture. And then, there was the national debt. The debt increased considerably during Trump's presidency, raising concerns about fiscal sustainability. The situation was further complicated by the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which hit the economy hard, leading to job losses and business closures. So that's a snapshot of Trump's economy. It had its moments of glory and its challenges, just like any other. Now let's turn our attention to Biden's economy. How does it measure up? Under President Biden, the economy has seen some significant shifts. One of the most prominent is the $6 trillion budget proposal. This is a whopping 50% higher than the pre-COVID-19 federal spending. This budget focuses on three key areas: infrastructure, education, and combating climate change. It's a bold move, aiming to address some of the most pressing issues of our time. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The budget forecasts a growth of 5.2% for this year, which is lower than the actual growth rate of 6.4% in the first quarter. The projections also show a deceleration in growth after next year. This is largely attributed to the aging population and a lack of workforce growth. Then there's the issue of woke capitalism. Biden is facing the possibility of using his first veto on a resolution that overturns a Labor Department rule. This rule allows retirement fund managers to consider environmental and other factors when making investments. If the veto happens, it could ignite a political firestorm. But it also speaks to the broader economic and cultural shifts happening under Biden's watch. And that gives us a glimpse into Biden's economy. It too has its triumphs and its hurdles, shaping a unique economic landscape. Having explored both economies, we can now draw some comparisons. Under the Trump administration, there were notable highs and lows, with an economy characterized by deregulation, tax cuts, and a focus on traditional industries. Meanwhile, the Biden administration has taken a distinct approach, with a more regulatory stance, emphasis on social equity, and a commitment to combating climate change. We've seen how President Biden's first budget proposal aimed at infrastructure, education, and climate change, signaling a shift towards more sustainable and equitable growth. Despite the higher projected spending, the growth outlook remains modest, reflecting concerns about an aging population and a stagnant workforce. On the other hand, the Trump administration's economic policies were viewed by some as more business-friendly, leading to a sentiment among certain voters that these policies could result in a more robust economy. However, it's also important to consider the broader socioeconomic implications of these policies. In terms of investment, the Biden administration has encouraged fund managers to consider environmental and social factors, while the Trump administration had a more traditional view on capitalism. This difference in approach could be a factor in why some investors might favor one economy over the other. Whether you favor Trump's economy or Biden's, one thing's for sure, Each administration has a unique approach to steering the economic ship, ultimately impacting the lives of millions of Americans. Thanks for joining this enlightening journey. Stay tuned for more insightful comparisons.